Or in this video, as far as the background footage, nothing crazy goes on. I just build a 6 beacon setup down below inside the water. From there, other than that, if you're new here, thank you for being here. Please like, subscribe, really helps me out a lot. But other than that, let's just get straight into these stories. The first story. Am I an a-hole for telling my wife I'll drive her to the airport, but letting her know it's a massive inconvenience? My wife is traveling for a conference and will be gone for a few days. We live about 30 minutes away from the airport, so an hour total for those who are bad with math. Maybe a little longer with traffic. We have to leave at 7 a.m. and I'll pick her up at 9:30 p.m. on a weekday. I'm happy to drive her, but it is a massive inconvenience with the work, working out, dogs, etc. My commute basically doubled. Now she's upset. Am I the a-hole? It's an hour of your life, man. You have your whole life with this woman. If you're really about to cause some inconvenience or cause some disruption over an hour of your entire marriage, you'll be okay, good dude. Like I wouldn't say it makes you an a-hole, but it makes you just a baby in this scenario. Just drive, just drive. It's not that big of a deal. I feel like your wife isn't happy to move some things around in her schedule to help you out sometimes. It just is what it is. That's what comes with being in a relationship. And eventually, if you guys do or don't have kids yet, that's what comes with having kids. You just have to move your life around to better fit the family. I wouldn't say this is an a-hole thing. You're just a big baby for something very small. Because now you got to wake up a little bit early. You possibly can't go to the gym that day. You got to take care of the dogs. It is what it is. It's life. Some things come up. Some things you got to take care of in a moment. It is what it is. The next story. I found out I'm a bridesmaid in a wedding where the bride was groomed. A childhood friend, 25 female, let's call her Carly, had asked me, 26 female, to be a bridesmaid in her wedding next year. I was so happy. I've known Carly since kindergarten. She is my longest friend. In 2018, I was introduced to her now fiance, let's call him Matt. I recently visited Carly and Matt at their home. Carly introduced me to Matt when they allegedly first started dating when she was 18 in 2018. And I was told that Matt was in his early 20s. I was never given an exact age, and he did look the part. I didn't question it at the time. We had a great time. Good food and laughs, as we always have. On my drive home, I realized something. Carl and I had tried to plan my visit the weekend before, but she mentioned they were celebrating their 10-year anniversary, so she was busy. At the time, I didn't do any math and said no problem. We can push my visit to the following week. But after replaying that conversation, I realized that if they had been celebrating their 10-year anniversary, it would be 2028, not the beginning of 2026. I was confused, but thought it wasn't my business really. Maybe she got some dates mixed up, but something was bugging me. Eventually, I asked Carly over FaceTime a few days later in a nonchalant way how old Matt was. She hesitated, and it looked like she started to count in her head. That was a red flag to me. As if you had just celebrated your 10-year anniversary, let alone any anniversary, you should likely know how old your partner is. I asked Carly if she was okay, and she confessed. She told me they started dating when she was 14 or 15, and Matt was around 25. Carly didn't introduce me to Matt until she was 18, and had been hiding their relationship until she was of legal age, introducing him to everyone as her new boyfriend, even though they had been dating for 3 years. I love Carly. I want to support her big day. I don't know if this should be another subreddit for me to question whether I'm an asshole, but I feel conflicted about everything. She was 15. He was 25. He is now 35. She was groomed. He's a predator. I'm worried for her. That's a crazy story. It's like your radars was going off, your spidey senses. I mean, what can you do in this situation? Like, I know you said you want that's your best friend since kindergarten, you want to support her. So if anything, if this were me, just support her on that big day, and then from there just distance yourself, or kind of let it be out of sight, out of mind. But this is nah, you can't really do that. It's your best friend since kindergarten. Ooh, ugh. It's been 10 years. As I said, it doesn't seem like anything's going to change. They're getting married, even though you see the situation as disgusting, and most people would agree with you. And I agree with you that it's crazy. It's a crazy situation. It's a crazy conundrum to find yourself in. I don't know what you can do. I wouldn't let this change how I feel about my friend, but yeah, you can definitely hold a grudge toward her husband or not like her husband. That's the only solution I see, really, for you to keep that relationship. I would just, kind of let that relationship fizzle out and not be bothered with it anymore, because you obviously don't support that and you don't want to support that. You said it yourself. She was groomed. He's a predator. I'm worried for her. And just have a deep conversation with her and see what she wants to do. See if she thinks it's okay. See if she really is happy. Check on your friend. Make sure your friend is good. That's the best you can do. Sure, your friend's going to live her life. She's going to do what she does. She's going to get up on that stage and get married if she wants to. But just have that conversation with her and see what happens. But that, like I said, that is a crazy scenario to find yourself in. And I see why you're upset. So this post is 20 days old, so I don't know what happened, but ooh, good luck. The next story. Am I overreacting for wanting to immediately break up with my boyfriend after seeing how he lives? 27 female dating a 35 male. We've been together for 2 years long distance. We met online in games, and I finally got the chance to see him. He never really showed off his place while on video. He was always out and about when we were on call, or in his bedroom where all you see is one wall and his window. It suddenly all makes sense now why he's never shown off his place. But it's not something I ever really thought about in the moment, you know? I never thought to myself, man, how come he never shows his kitchen sink to me? And stuff like that. I was just enjoying talking to him, regardless of where he was. The shower reeked of onions, and Google says that's from bacteria. I immediately don't want him touching me or anything, and I can't believe someone would live like this. He didn't see the problem. I can't make heads or tails of it. He obviously didn't want me knowing, or he would have shown me his place in the last 2 years, but he clearly didn't even try to clean up before I came, so it also feels like he doesn't care at the same time. He never seemed mentally unwell the whole time I've known him, but he's clearly not right in the head if he's living like this, right? I feel extremely disgusted and confused right now. The evidence is contradictory. Never showing me his place like he was ashamed of it and trying to hide it, but obviously never made any attempt to clean it before I showed up, as if it doesn't bother him. He's acting weird about it all, and I just want to be gone from here. I feel like I've got something now from him touching me. That's where he cleans himself? That's his cleanest place in his house. The effing scrubby is just laying in shite at the bottom of the shower. He probably has been using that for years, for all I know. Sitting in the parking lot right now, and I don't know what to do. I don't want to go back. I'm not sure if I even want to see him again. He expects me back. I'm supposed to be picking up food. I'm in full flight mode right now. Yeah, sure, I love him and like nothing else, but I just can't reconcile this. I don't want to go back. I don't want to sleep over, but I don't want to hurt him. Do I just stay the night, play it cool, and leave without a fuss? Just no contact after? He's such an amazing guy, but he's clearly very sick if he thinks living like this is okay. I'm freaking out just thinking about him wanting to do anything with me tonight. Has his bed ever been washed before? Probably not. Everything stinks in this place. He looks clean, but he stinks like his place does. I think the only thing he washes are his clothes and himself, but he's washing them in the nastiest place. I thought I was going to marry this man someday, and now I never want to see him again. Am I overreacting? Am I being too harsh? Reacting too quickly? I've never seen anyone actually live like this before. I'm sick to my stomach thinking about going back. This was supposed to be a wonderful week of finally getting to see him, and I'm sat here trying to figure out how to go home on Monday already. Edit. So I've gotten like 400 comments in 15 minutes. I'm reading everything that I can and trying to reply to some things. Overwhelming consensus is don't go back. I really don't want to. I just don't know how to not hurt him in the process. Edit 2. Thanks for the offer to help by getting me a hotel and other things, but I came with enough money for a trip back or anything else I might need, so I shouldn't have any problems there. And then she shows the picture. Oh my god, that is disgusting. Are you overreacting? Absolutely not. That's kind of one of my pet peeves. Things that stink, people that stink, smells are what get me. So I'm 100% in your boat. If you smell, if your place smells, I don't want to be here. If your car stinks, I don't want to be here. So you being in full flight mode after experiencing what you've experienced, walking in this apartment and being around him, I absolutely agree. That is disgusting that he lives like that. Just off that shower picture, I can't imagine what the rest of the house looks like or smells like. So no, you're not overreacting at all. You wanted to have a relationship with this person. You see how they live. That's kind of part of finding out about people. You find out how they live. You're like, yeah, that's a deal breaker. And that doesn't make you an a-hole. That just makes you a reasonable person. Yes, I love you, but I'm not about to be miserable in a stank-ass house with you. You know what I mean? I mean, you can go home, talk about it with him, see if he changes, see if he cleans. If you have a conversation after leaving and address all your concerns, if he changes, that's one thing. If he doesn't, you said he doesn't see the issue, so you might be just talking to a brick wall at that point. No, you're not overreacting. Smells are awful. A little side story. So in a past video, I was talking about what I do for work, and I'm an electrician. So I remember back in my apprentice days, like this story just reminded me of it. Back when I was an apprentice, there was one house we showed up to. This house was a hoarder house. It was bug infested, roach infested, dog poop everywhere. They had cats and dogs. House was a mess. The house smelled so bad. It was a week-long project that we had to be there. Me and the guy that was above me, the lead on the job, we couldn't walk in this house without respirators. Like pretty much like the painter's mask. Like this house smelled that bad, and this house was that nasty and that dirty. At the end of each day, we had to take our clothes off and put them in trash bags. That's how disgusting, so we didn't take anything home. That's how disgusting this house was. I remember his grandson came by, because it was an older couple, but the grandson came by, gave me and the guy that was working a hug, and was like, thank you so many for fixing what's going on. So many people have come and just turned away, and I see why. If I had any other choice, I would not have went into that house. If I were the tech showing up to begin with, the guy that I was working with, I would not have took the job. Some people are better than me. The house was so bad, we had to get an inspector to come inspect the job. When we opened the front door, he looked inside, put his thumbs up, said, you guys pass. He didn't even check our work. The house could be burned down now if we did some flagrant stuff. So, smells, disgusting houses, I get it. Absolutely disgusting, absolutely horrible. I feel bad for you, especially if he's not getting it and you really like him. So I'm not going to tell you what to do, but good luck. Am I the asshole for watching my sister's wedding and reception dissolve into a shite show without helping? Hi, female 29, got married last summer. We had a child-free wedding that caused lots of drama with my family. My mom especially is upset that we would not allow any kids under 15 at the wedding. My husband and I paid for a separate event for kids. Childcare was provided by professionals, and there was all kinds of stuff for the kids to do. Movies, video games, food, soft drinks, everything you could think of. My sister lives for my mom's approval, and when she planned her wedding, she specifically did not exclude children. She did not arrange for a separate room where kids could relax or anything. There were probably 20 kids ranging from a couple months to 15. Babies cried during the ceremony. My nephew smashed his mom's phone during the vows and then screamed about not being able to watch YouTube. My mom and brother had to take him out of the ceremony since his mom was one of the bridesmaids, so they missed some. My mom hissed at me to help, but I am 7 months pregnant and was not going to miss my sister's wedding. The pictures went worse. Families thought it would be a great opportunity for group pictures with everyone dressed up. This caused delays and the kids and many adults were getting hangry. At the reception, some of the older kids got drunk. One puked in the corner. Lots of noise and crying throughout the night. I would love to say that one of the kids destroyed the wedding cake, but that would be a lie. The cake made it safely to the cutting. It was delicious. However, lots of little handprints did appear on my sister's dress and my brother-in-law's tuxedo. And one table had the tablecloth pulled off with all the glasses and dirty dishes, not by a child, but one of the word is covered, cousins chasing his kid. My mom and sister are upset that I didn't help wrangle the kids. They think I was purposely didn't help to make a point. Once again, I'm 7 months pregnant. I'm not in the condition to chase kids. They also blame me for the people saying that my wedding was better organized. Like I'm responsible for what other people are saying on social media. I told my sister that she was the one who wanted kids at her wedding. She said I was being an asshole for saying I told you so. My mom's upset that her favorite child's wedding went so poorly after mine ran like clockwork. She actually said that my sister deserved to have a wedding as perfect as mine. I agreed and sarcastically wondered what the difference could have been. She said I was being a jerk. I attended the wedding as a guest. I wasn't a part of the planning or execution, but now that they think I'm somehow responsible for not stepping up to help, am I the asshole? No. You made it seem like it sounds like a scene from Cheaper by the Dozen, like just absolute chaos with kids. It sounds like a straight movie scene. No, I don't think you're an asshole at all. I mean, you told them up front what they should do. They didn't listen, they did it their own way. Your sister wanted your mom's approval, and your mom thought she was right. She found out she was wrong. Like you said, you're 7 months pregnant. I wouldn't expect you to chase kids around, nor should anyone expect you to be chasing kids around and help manage things 7 months pregnant. When you're pregnant, it's time to just sit down and chill. Work when it's absolutely necessary, but that's it. So no, I don't think you're an asshole at all. It just seems like she just planned poorly and she saw the results of that, so can't be mad at anyone but herself. And that's all the stories I got for today. I know it's a short video in comparison to other ones, but I just wanted to get a quick one out. Took a little break for a while, just wasn't really feeling up to the YouTube vibe. But if you made it this far in the video, I really appreciate you. I love you. No real deep message this time. No really anything to put a bow on it. Just really thank you for being here and helping the channel out. Alright, other than that, take it easy. Bye.